Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. I have a super special guest today introducing Gabe Kunda, aka the voice actor for Newcastle. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day just to come on and join us. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I've seen a couple of the interviews, and so I'm honored you got me on.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
Awesome. It's just so awesome that you guys always take time out of your day to come and talk to the community, and we all really appreciate it. And before we get started, if you have seen the videos, then you will know that it is tradition around here that I humbly ask all the voice actors when they come on to please, in their character's voice, say Mozambique here, level 4.
Gotcha. Mozambique here, level 4.
Yes, that's another one to the list. It's always so
Yay.
hype when you guys do it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So just how we're gonna kick off this interview is kind of just start from the beginning. So
Okay.
one of the great questions I like to ask is, what was your first voice acting job?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. My first voice acting job, like the very first thing I did was for it was like a knife company here in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And they wanted to do I had just came off winning a competition called Skills USA. It was like an audio radio production competition, and someone from there heard my what I submitted for the competition. It was like, hey, I would love to send you this knife explainer video commercial type thing. And I did it. I think it took me like an hour to record. It was my first gig. It paid like $80, but you know, you gotta understand, as a you know what I'm saying, a high schooler, you give a high schooler $80.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, they run with it, man. They run with it. So you know, that was the biggest thing for me. And so I it was my first gig. I got to go to the candy store, grab some candy, some junk food, go back and play some COD.
That's awesome. That's so cool to hear that you got into it like while you were in high school, because there's so many people who like want to start getting into not only voice acting but maybe just their passion in general. Like for me, when I was in high school, it was all about film. So I went to film school in college, but before that, I was like learning, you know, iMovie Maker and editing softwares and like really, you know, free, cheap stuff. So it's really cool to see like, you know, other people were able to take their passion not only in high school, but beyond that. Before we continue this legendary interview, I need to say thank you to today's sponsor, Skillshare. Are there hobbies or skills that you're trying to learn? Skillshare is a perfect place to start. From photography, illustration, graphic design, freelancing, Premiere Pro editing, green screen, all that stuff you can find here and start learning today. For example, if you want to learn how to edit videos in Adobe Premiere Pro for beginners, they have a video just for that. And you don't even have to go for that if you don't want to. There's everything from photography to journaling, writing, music creation. It's all here. But if you do want to learn green screen, because I use so much of it in today's video, then you can check out a video just like this where this guy is teaching us while using his dog on a green screen. It doesn't get much better than that. So if you want to check out how to use Skillshare, level up your learning, then go check out the link in the description below to get 1 month free for the first 1,000 people that sign up using my link. Thank you again so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. Now back to this legendary interview. So for me, when the first legend came out and it was Octane and he was a Latino legend, I'm Mexican. And that absolutely like blew my mind, because like even though there is better representation like in the industry and film and stuff in general, still seeing a Latino legend who was like literally just like all about going fast, like beating people's ass, and like just a bad Nicholas Roy is incredible. So I think what I want to ask you is like, how does it feel, I guess, to you to know that being a person of color, that you are in this video game and now there's going to be, you know, little black boys, little black girls, other Mexicans and Latinos who are going to see you and be like, you know, now that there's Seer, there's Lifeline, but now that there's another one, you know, we have this awesome, like, just dad presence. I mean, how does that make you feel? Have you had any experience so far with people like commenting on it?
Oh yeah, man. First, let me jump up. It is one of the greatest feelings in the world. I think being able to help represent a specific demographic, specifically the African American community, the Black community. Furthermore, I'm from the mother, like my parents are Congolese, and so I've got even Congolese kids hitting me up like, oh my God, I play Apex Legends, you know,
Yeah.
where I'm at. And it is crazy to see you in that world. Like, I didn't know that that's something that I could be doing, or,
Yeah.
the black and brown kids seeing that. I think that's important. Furthermore, I think, grown men, dads, black dads who are seeing
Yeah.
that themselves in this role. I think that's so important. I think it inspires a whole fleet of people, the world, I think, to some degree. That's what I love about this game as well, because it seems like Respawn is very intentional about who they're bringing on, what they're bringing on, what they want to represent, and that is really cool. And every day I get a message from someone saying, oh my God, he's my favorite legend, and I just feel like I see myself, or I hear myself, I hear my dad, I hear my uncle, or whatever the case may be. And that type of stuff, man, a connection like that, you can't buy. Like, you can't go online and figure out a marketing strategy. That kind of stuff, you just present it to people and they receive it, they latch onto it, and it connects to them that way, or it doesn't, and this, not just my character, but everybody else, as you mentioned about Octane.
Yeah. Did you know when you were being cast if it was Apex? How did that go?
Not at all, man. I got the audition and I thought it was a medieval times game, because I think they just, no, I kid you not, because I think they said something in the description that said like something about battle to the death, or something that was kind of, it reminded, when I read it, I was like, this is a medieval game? Okay, I'm down to do it. But the way the lines were written were very much modern speak. I mean, it's like how we speak today. And so I was like, this is going to be interesting. So it's going to be a medieval game. Here I am making up the game in my mind, right? It's going to be a medieval game, but taking place in like the future. Okay, I'm down with it. And so, with these sides, they give you code names on everything. I mean, you don't really, you can, I'm assuming if I was an Apex player prior to that, like I probably would have caught on that, oh, these lines are like, familiar. But I didn't know anything about Apex, other than like I was working on the show that my other castmates are on, Mela and Nicholas. They're on, we work on Barbie together, and they would always talk about Apex, but I didn't know anything, the details of it. So anyway, I'm seeing this audition. I'm like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. It sounded like a very, I connected to it, in the sense of like the voice print and the feel of them. I was like, oh yeah, I feel this. And so I just did it, and I sent it, didn't even really think about it. And then I got a call from my agent saying, hey, they want to bring you in for a callback. And so here's when it started getting a little bit like, huh? Is when I got into the callback, it was the same callback people that I had, I think 6 or 7 months prior for another character in Apex.
Okay.
This was for Seer.
Oh,
but I didn't know it at the time.
Right.
I didn't know that I was auditioning for it at the time. And so I see them again and I'm like, maybe this is another game. Like, you guys must be working on 2 different games or whatever, or maybe it's the same game. It's just, again, I don't know what anything is. And so I was like, hey, it's good to see y'all again. They're like, yeah, we auditioned you last time. It didn't quite work out, but we're hoping this can stick and, it can be a good thing. They're like, okay, cool. Still don't know what it is. And so we're auditioning. And so Iffy, who's one of the writers, and Amanda was on as well. Iffy was talking to me about the character, and he mentions Bang. He says the name Bang. Short for Bangalore. Right. He's like, yeah, so your sister Bang and this and that and third. And I still don't know. I don't know what a bang is. A bang, maybe a gunshot outside. I don't know. So, he's saying all this stuff and he's like, cool. We do the audition and, everybody like in the room is like, yeah, this is it's working. We got some good material here. I don't think anything of it. I say, thank you so much for the opportunity. Goodbye. That's it. Yeah. And then I think at one point, one of the writers, Amanda, she had followed me and she had messaged me on Twitter and said, great job on your callback audition. You sound amazing, whatever. And I was like, thank you so much. That was fun. And then I looked at her bio and it said Respawn. And I was like,
wait a minute.
And so I'm going on like, what does Respawn work on? And so I'm looking up and like, Apex Legends? wait a minute. And so now everything is connecting.
Yeah.
I don't think my agent had called me yet, but I started getting following from the other Respawn team. And I was like, I think I got it. Like whatever role this is.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from my agent saying they would love to, offer me the role of Newcastle. And yeah, that was a really happy moment. And it was like, oh, that's dope. Like I'm in Apex Legends. I've heard it. Now the fun part about it is I couldn't say anything during our Barbie sessions with Nicholas and Mela. They come in talking about Apex. Yeah. Apex team. And I'm just like,
dang. You guys ping everything. I mean, you ping a weapon, you pick something, you dib it, you go to an island, you pick up a gun, you sit in the vehicle. Everything has a ping.
Everything.
It's not just a couple voice lines. Yeah.
No. It's and there's a thing we call in our sessions, we call it Pingland. And it was a section of the script that was just pings galore. And I've never pinged so many things in my life. I was impressed though, because I was like, you guys are literally describing everything that's in this world with the exception of a rock over there or something like that. But everything that's interactive that you can pick up and or like hit or interact with, you're pinging it. And so I thought that was brilliant, man. I thought that was brilliant because it allows folks who don't really want to talk on mic or folks who just kind of want to chill and play whatever, they can still communicate without having to hop on the microphone, which I think is brilliant. I'm sure it takes a lot of resources because, you're thinking you've got to get these actors to come out. And I mean, I don't even know how many actors there are in Apex thus far. But I mean, you think about bringing all of them back every year to record it as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm sure it is an expensive endeavor, but it pays off so huge, and I think it's one of the hallmark or the staples of Apex Legends, and one of the reasons why it's one of the biggest games right now, man. I'm in an acapella band called King's Return. Yeah, I do some singing with them. I sing bass for them. We have a single coming out on Friday,
what?
June 17th. Yeah, we got a whole
this
thing
video's coming out on June 17th. No
really?
way. Yes.
Oh, sweet. Then the day it comes out.
Yeah. You gotta send me the link.
I'll
put it in the description for sure. 100%.
I will. I definitely will do that. So yeah, we got that going on, and I just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Gabe Kunda. I'm all on there, and I'm posting up things I'm working on. There's so many things going on at one time, but you can hear me voicing trailers for Thor: Love and Thunder on your TV.
Ooh, okay.
And some Disney Plus ads and some commercials for Toyota. Like I'm around. Trust me, you'll see me.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to come on, talk to everybody. All the links for all your socials and all that stuff will be in the description below, probably on the screen somewhere as well. Again, thank you so much, Gabe Kunda, for coming on. Really appreciate it. And that'll be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Let me know what legends you want to see next.